Welcome to Uhus Jugger Tutorial Quickhoots. If you ever organize a tournament, then you know that's quite a bit of work to do. There's a lot to consider and a lot to think about. I will later go into details in an extended Uhus Jugger tutorial, but for now I want to focus on a crucial part of a tournament, and that's of course the game scheme. If the game layout is bad, then the tournament will not be fun, no matter how good you organized all the rest of it. Lucky for us, Nico of the team Falco Jugger has designed a fascinating piece of software, TuGeNy, which helps us exactly with this. So in this Quickhoots, I just want to show you the basic steps of a TuGeNy tournament game design. Note that I won't go into detail of the software, I will just explain the basic steps so that you can easily create your own tournament. The example shown here is easily applicable for bigger tournaments as well. Note, while TuGeNy will help you placing the teams and guide you through the running tournament, it cannot do the structure for you. So the structuring of the tournament itself has to be done by you and has to be edited into the TuGeNy system. But even there, TuGeNy will be a big help for you because you can change the tournament structure until the tournament has started. It will even help you play the referees if you like, and it will help you placing the teams on the field. Now let's start. First, download TuGeNy from the web, install it on your computer, and then just open the program. A new tournament will open up. First step is clicking on Tournaments in the menu, then Manage Tournaments, and just insert all the details like whether you play stones or a set of best of 5, for example, on which daytime, how many days. You will see a timeline pop up at the bottom, but it will be blank. Next, click on the Tournament menu item again, click on Manage Teams, and insert the number of teams that will take part on your tournament. After that, insert all the team names. Note that longer team names should have abbreviations. Nothing will have changed in the main window right now. Now click on the Tournament menu item again. Click on Manage Fields and enter the number of fields that you will have on your tournament. Now you will see the empty field rows turning up on the bottom of your window. You may also add the fields later if you wish. Now it's time for some more fun. Go to the upper left corner and click on Add Groups. Drawing your mouse pointer over the grid, you will see a rectangular shape turning up. Just click on the grid where you want to place the rectangular shape. This is your group. Just click 2 times for 2 groups, or 3 times for 3, and so forth, depending on how many groups you need in the group phase of your tournament. When you are finished, just press Escape. After that, click on a group and then insert all the names of the teams that you want to have in that group. Change the setting from relative to fixed to do so. Don't forget to adjust the number of teams in your group accordingly. After that, click on the button Add Match on the upper left corner or press M. Draw your mouse pointer over the grid and you will see a rectangular shape turning up again. Those rectangular shapes will define your matches, so whether the first of a group will play against the second of another group, for example, or whether the first of one group should play against the first of another group, and so forth. You can move the grid by pressing the right mouse button by default, and you can zoom in and out by using the mouse wheel. To define who plays against whom, press Escape first so that the rectangular shape disappears, and then click on the circles. Draw the circle from the left to one of the matches of the right. A line will connect the circle on the left with the circle on the right. The first one is solid and the second one is dotted. Note that setting the matches in a good way will define the quality of your tournament, because right here it is defined who challenges whom. When you are done with your match layout, press on the third button on the upper left corner or press A and place the ranking at the end of your tournament on the grid. You will have to connect the winners and losers of the matches with the ranking accordingly. Take your time, try this or that design, and just look on other tournaments that went well how they did do their layout. It should be advisable that the loser of a group will still be able to reach the first place if they win all the succeeding matches. Also, setting the winners of groups against each other will give them a higher chance to challenge each other over and over again, which might not be what you want. Double-click on the box of the match and there a new setting menu will turn up. In that window, define the match type. It often resets to best of 2 5 skulls, so reset it to 200 stones if you want to play that way. It's very important that the type of the game is set correctly, otherwise you will run into trouble when you're running your tournament. Also, change the name of the box, called name of element in this version, to final or semi-final if it's the final or the semi-final match. That might be important for the program later on. Then you can proceed. Click on menu item Tournament and on Optimize Schedule. Tick whether you want to have an exclusive final and then click Run and just wait until the system has calculated an example. Click Close on the small window and close again for the big window or let it run through again. Now you will see that your field rows have been populated with individual matches. You can move matches between fields and time with simple drag and drop. If you want to change place of 2 matches, then you can just press Ctrl, click on one match, you will see a blue arrow turning up, and then click on the match that you want to change place with, there will be a green arrow, and they will change place. Now take your time to go through the field row and the matches in the different fields and look whether the matches are looking good, so whether one team played 3 times in a row, for example, which wouldn't be good, or whether one team will have a rest of 4 matches or something like that, and try to change accordingly. Of course, you can do this only in the group phase, because all other matches are relative to the results in the group phase. Only the group phase matches are already set. All other matches will depend on the outcome of the group phase. Now, if you want, you can even set referees, either by using the referee button up on the upper left corner, or by clicking Tournament, Optimize Referees, and it will place referees as good as a program can. Again, check whether the referees are fitting to the games and whether it's physically possible for the team to really do referees. Note that you probably will have to change referee assignments during the live tournament, so be ready to adjust some small changes in the system. So, when you're finished with all that, congratulations, you have designed your tournament. To see how it could look like, just click on the menu item Simulation and start simulation. Don't care for manage pools for now, that's something special that we won't take care of in this tutorial. When you have started the simulation and when you have run it, you will see how your tournament could probably look like. Check it whether it looks, well, sane, and proceed if you like it, or apply changes accordingly. Now you're ready for your tournament. Click on the crossed out pen button and then your tournament will be locked. There are now the points displayed in the match tree, for example, which are 0 in the beginning, of course. And also your layout is now protected from changes, so you can be sure that no one will just mess around. You even can assign a password if you feel safer that way. Now, if you click 2 times on a game in the field rows, then you will have a pop-up window where you can enter the results of the match, and you can even enter whether it was a golden jug or not, if you are playing with golden jug. The software will now calculate the next games accordingly. Before the tournament begins, there is one last feature that I really do love. If you click the Export menu item, you will have Export Field Schedule and also Export as SCV. If you click on Export Field Schedule, then it will generate a PDF that you can print out and lay out. and I really can recommend to do so, because it's both very handy, and if your computer dies, you know Murphy's always waiting around the corner, then you have the good old pen and paper backup. Your tournament will not go haywire and people won't try to kill you after it. So that's about it. For more tips and tricks on tournament organization, just watch my next upcoming Uhus Jugger tutorial on tournaments, but keep in mind it's not that hard to organize a tournament. It's more or less just do it. Remember that people are really grateful that there is someone who does all that work, no matter how brilliant or not it is. I can assure you personally that there is nothing like your own Jugger tournament. Have fun and good luck! You're most welcome to have a look on my other Uhus Jugger tutorials on dueling techniques, Aikido and Q-tip play, training elements and whatnot. Thanks for watching and see you on the field!